What's up, guys? So before we start today's episode, I just want to share a little sponsor with you. So today's episode is sponsored by Buds Life CBD patches. We've got a convenient and precise with all the benefits of CBD oil without any of the fuss. So that's no oral tablets that you have to take. That's no disgusting tasting oil, just a quick patch.
Yeah, man. Patches only. You've got 3 different sizes, 3 different dosages. You've got the 16 milligram, the 32 milligram, and the 50 milligram. If you guys are interested, you can use our promo code for 15% off. That's ShxtsNGigs. All the details are in the description below. Bang. Enjoy the episode.
Enjoy, guys. I'll bust through the bedroom. What's going on? To see one man getting neck off another brethren, I would howl. Say, you dirty buggers. What are you doing in here?
Well on, people.
Well on you, man.
Another day, another dollar.
In it.
You know how the thing's set.
You know how the thing goes. Guys, remember, jump on that Patreon for that good.
Yeah, man.
Links in the description. Jump on the new merch. You
know
see
the
your
vibes.
boy sporting that. We got the thick and we got that dangly dang.
Dang.
Again, so yeah, links in the description. Things flying off the shelf, so jump in, join the
wave, man.
join the wave. It's juicy. It's actually juicy.
It is very juicy.
The merch is popping and I'm gassed.
I'm very happy. So thank you guys for repping us, for rocking with us. And yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's
Keep
live.
it moving and shaking and moving.
Um.
What you saying?
So, I'm good. What are you saying?
I'm good, you know. I'm good.
I'm happy. I'm happy you're good. I'm playing. Run me a funny, G. Please.
Fun fact of the day. You know Michael Buffer?
No.
Let's get ready to
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Yeah.
Obviously, not obviously. In 1982, he started his career as a ring announcer. As everyone may or may not know, he's the guy that says, "Let's get ready to rumble." And he earned £5,000 per show, $5,000 rather per show, up until 1992, where he trademarked the phrase "Let's get ready to rumble." And now in 2020, since it's been trademarked, he's worth $400 million.
That's impossible. Just say something else, innit?
Because
I'm not paying him just so I can say, let's get ready to
people
rumble.
are selling it. You've sold the rights to like video games, TVs, movies, blah, blah, blah. Even like for people that not necessarily just live in the UK, but if you know Charlie Sloth, he's a DJ and like a host, a radio host. When he's got people on his show to start rapping and stuff, the first thing he puts on is "Let's get ready to rumble."
I'll swear, yeah. Actually,
Fire in the Booth.
I did know that.
If you do watch Fire in the Booth,
Yeah.
he does that. So yeah, he's trademarked. He's got P, bro.
400 million.
400 million.
Just because he said
2020.
Raw.
But he's 1982. That's a long ass time, man.
His brother does the same thing. Do you know that?
I never knew that.
Bruce
I never
Buffer.
knew that. Oh,
He does it for the UFC.
no way.
Yeah, he's the one that does it for the... I think Bruce Buffer's more live, though.
Why is that?
Just in terms of hype,
Okay.
it's just like when he sets it up,
He doesn't say the same thing, though.
he doesn't say, let's get ready to
Okay,
rumble.
okay.
Nah, he says, like, it's time. He says, it's time.
Okay.
So he'll announce the Don. So red corner, blue corner. And then everyone is a little bit silent. And he's like, and it's time. And bro, I get hype. I'm like, let's scrap. It's sick. Yeah, Bruce Buffer's live. I'm a big fan. But yeah, he's never going to get the kind of P his brother's got.
Oh, never in a million years.
But fair play, though. 400 mil.
He coined it, and that's it.
And he used to get paid 5K a turn. How do you even become
A ring announcer.
announcer?
I don't have the skills nor the knowledge to answer that question.
Bro, I would trip up.
Every single time.
The pressure would be a lot for me. I would trip up. I would say
mess
the
up
name
everyone's
wrong.
name. I'll mess up everyone's name.
I will say the different wrong colors, wrong color shorts, everything, fam. I don't know what.
Oh, he's a
I don't know
professional.
what gym you're fighting out of. What?
He's
I
a
will
professional.
stumble.
Oh, I said I was going to take a monster today.
Oh yeah. Fuhads is jumping on the monster hype today. I'm so excited with the Mango Loco.
Matches the
Yeah,
merch
boy.
as well.
Enjoy that. Sip it deep, fam. Let it take over you, and then you're just gonna have energy.
I bet.
Yeah, boy. Gang, I'm excited. Is this the first time you've had him on the show?
Maybe. I don't think so,
That's
but maybe.
exciting. The ASMR slurp. I TM'd that, fam.
Just for you guys. Man said he TM'd that. It's not bad. Well, to be fair, we've tried this one. It's not bad.
It's good, man.
If you see me like buzzing during the shows because of this, so yeah.
Gang, imagine
Just like
if you're just here with
spazzing.
it, if you're just bang, 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 I'll be gassed. I'll be gassed. I'll have two. Right.
Hit me.
So I wanted to talk about, I said it at the end of the last episode, I wanted to talk about Heartbreak.
Yes, you did.
Men versus women.
You okay?
Bros versus Yats. So as I said before, if you're new here, guys, I mentioned in the last episode that like whenever we get fan requests and am I the arseholes and stuff like that, any simpy behavior, like any pussy old behavior is always coming from guys. Like you'd expect more women. I don't know why you'd expect it, but I would have personally expected more women to send us stuff like, oh, my man's cheated on me. Shall I take him back?
Yeah.
And all this stuff. When more time it's the guy. And not only does the guy get cheated on, he gets moved to. He gets abused. and then he's like, oh yeah, am I the asshole for locking it off? And I'm like, bro. And then they'll always reply like, I don't know, if like sometimes we'll answer in the DM. So if we don't get a chance to answer it on the show, sometimes we'll just quickly respond in the DMs just so someone gets an answer. But even then they're just like, oh, I know, but still like, I've never felt like this about a girl before. Like, I feel like we should just, and I'm like, why? Why do you think that is? Like, do you think men struggle harder with the loss of like a relationship than women do?
I think it may boil down to the upbringing.
Upbringing.
Yeah. In terms of, like, remember the episode we spoke about love languages? And do you think you receive the love language that you want because you didn't get it when you were...
Yeah.
So maybe I'm assuming, well, not I'm assuming, but yeah, I'm assuming that people or men go through heartbreak differently because maybe they just weren't cuddled as a youth, maybe. Because obviously men are trained and nurtured to be men.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? They're nurtured to be like the provider, the one that has to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like bury his mental state and bury his emotions and, you know, things like that. So men aren't sought as in the way that women are in terms of that emotional connection and that emotional feeling. Because men are apparently supposed to subdue that.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe sometimes if they are truly heartbroken or like truly have been or truly lost the love of their life, quote unquote, then I feel like that's the reason why they may take it harder because they've got no outlet. Men have no outlet, in my opinion. Nowadays, anyway. Men don't have no, not nowadays, but growing up in like the last 10 years, men have no real outlet or no real safe space to act, unless like apart from like your group chat and things
like to be vulnerable.
To be vulnerable, men, it's not always the best look for men to be vulnerable, but I feel like men should definitely broach that.
Yeah,
Do you know
I think so. Oh, bro, I'm happy to be vulnerable with you, man, in the group chat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you feel safe in the group chat.
Yeah.
But
that's that's the thing as well. That's our group chat.
Yeah.
I've got about 4 different group chats. I would never say half the shit I say in our group chat as I would in another group chat.
Of course. But I also feel like, because men do or aren't allowed to feel as vulnerable as women are, not necessarily aren't allowed to, but are just looked at differently if they are vulnerable or are as vulnerable as women, it's almost like a turn off for women if you are vulnerable. So I feel like that's why sometimes men may take it harder, or like, for example, they use us as an outlet to type all these things and blah, 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 be like, oh, I've gone through this, I've gone through that, I feel this type of way. Because I feel like sometimes it's expected for women to be able to be vulnerable, be able to feel the way they are, because we've just had that for centuries and centuries, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I'm making sense, I could be chatting shit, but I don't know. It's the way, when you asked me that question, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Fair play.
So I don't know.
I feel like for me, I can see where you're coming from on your side. To be fair, not even your side, just what you were saying. I feel like a lot of the dynamic for men is different. In terms of not the dynamic of the relationship for men and women is different, which might be why the recovery process for men and women could be different as well. I definitely think the vulnerability outlet is a big deal as well. In terms of like women will always have so many more outlets to be vulnerable. Like women have great relationships with their mums a lot of the time, and like obviously their friendship groups and like sisters and all this stuff, and like even people at fucking work, they're happy to get like just vulnerable with. So like losing a partner as someone that you can be vulnerable with is probably not as that big a deal, because they've got a million other people you can be vulnerable with. But yeah, for a lot of men, their partner is the only person
They're literally
they're
the only person they're
ever
actually
vulnerable with.
truly vulnerable with. And I said this to someone before. I said, and I've seen it on, I think either Twitter or on Instagram. It said, just because I carry it well doesn't mean it ain't heavy. And it's like a lot of men go through that. Do you know what I mean? And I've personally been through that for sure. Like when you're carrying stuff like day to day, you're going to work, you're doing your everyday curricular activities. People think you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm crazy inside, you know what I mean? But if men go through stuff. Men go through emotional stuff.
Been through it, G.
Everyone knows I've been through. I'm not spoken it properly on here. But everyone knows I've gone through because I say it multiple times. But it's like, it's just not, I wouldn't say it's frowned upon for men, because I feel like now, slowly but surely nowadays, it's okay for men to open up and for men to be vulnerable. Because there's a lot more awareness about it. But it's still, I feel like a lot of guys would still feel like, oh, they're a bitch if they do expose themselves or make themselves feel vulnerable.
So would you say, moving forward now, like say if you got heartbroken like tomorrow, because you have like more outlets to be vulnerable within now, do you feel like you'd cope better if you got your heart broken, or would you still think it's just as hard?
I don't think I'd cope better. I just think the healing, because the breakup is the breakup. Let's say I get heartbreak is heartbreak. I'm still gonna feel bad. That's not gonna change. I just think the time frame in which I heal will be quicker. Because I've got the outlets available to me. I think that's the only difference. So yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, fair play. It's a weird one, yeah. I'm not really sure. And do you think, here's another thing as well. Do you think people, here's an interesting one. Imagine if I've got it all wrong. So let's just take a second and then just put a pin in the topic that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And how I've said, how I've said, I've just actually deeped this. See how I've said all the messages that we get about simpy behavior, and then if you just change the lingo, vulnerable behavior. All the messages we get about vulnerable behavior are from men. So maybe they're not any different to women. Maybe the women just have more outlets to send a message to, so they don't need us. They don't need two strangers on a podcast that they've never met to console them or to give them advice or to help them through something, because they have all these different vulnerable outlets. Whereas the guys, they don't really have anyone else. So the only people that they can turn to with this stuff is us.
Makes sense, because they know our lives for 70 weeks now, 71 weeks, 72 weeks. So
I've been vulnerable on here. So I'm here
that
to hear it.
That makes sense, man. They feel comfortable telling
us, whereas they probably don't feel comfortable telling anyone else. And
it's anonymous.
It's anonymous to a degree.
Obviously.
Because we don't know them. And we're not going to judge them because we don't know anything about them. So we're like a nice third party that's just like this judgment free, that they're allowed to be vulnerable and stuff like that. And maybe you're right. If your idea is true, then maybe that is why we get all messages from guys and hardly any from girls, because girls don't need us like that.
That's a good point.
Maybe the girls are just doing the same shit in their own fucking chats.
That makes a lot of sense.
To their own family and friends.
Because like you brought up before, like a lot of women are close with their mums. Whereas obviously, yes, boys are close with their mums or their dads as well. But in terms of talking about vulnerable stuff, I've personally never spoken about a lot of the stuff we've spoken about to my parents. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just not something I do.
I don't speak about heartbreak with no one, brother. I remember, I remember my dad is me, my brother and my dad have never had. So like my brother and my dad and me and my dad, we've never had like a heart to heart about anything. It's just straight man behavior. None of this sloppy shit.
Wipe your tears and
wipe your tongue on
shrug
time
your
for
shoulders.
Fam, my little brother goes through heartbreak. I've told you before, innit?
I know.
He's the most logical person you've ever met. Until feelings are involved with a woman. He has no feelings about anything until a woman is involved. When my brother gets heartbroken, he's distraught. And I don't know how to deal with it. And I remember my dad messaged me last time it happened. My dad messaged me. He's like, how's your brother getting on? Like, is he all right? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I think he's he's struggling, but he just needs to man up and he'll firm it and be like, yes, that's for the best. Like, he has no words about. You can't turn to my dad with that kind of stuff.
Nah.
If I turn to my dad like, Dad, oh my God, she did this and then this, he'd be like, cool, man.
It's your business.
That's your business, because I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want from me?
And that's the thing, though, because I feel like maybe the reason why he can't potentially give advice is because he had to also. Do you know what I mean?
He didn't have a dad. But so that's even worse in terms of he grew up with his stepdad. My dad's parents died when he was really young. So
you've said this before
any
on
of
here,
that he wouldn't have had any of it.
So he had to boil it all up.
He had to
himself.
bottle it.
deal
He
with
had to
himself.
firm it.
So he can't really give words of wisdom for that.
He's got no life experience.
He's got no expertise.
He's got nothing to do with that. He firmed everything.
Damn.
So it's terrible. So I can understand why guys struggle. They got really no one to
I want to cry, man.
turn
No shoulder to lean on.
It's tough out here.
It is, man. It really is. And I also feel like it's harsh for men to be scrutinized if they do open up. Because I feel like everyone's human. Everyone feels exactly the same things. Everyone is capable of feeling every emotion possible. Do you know what I mean? So whether it be male or female, doesn't matter the sex. But it's obviously just scrutinized when it's men. Do you know what I mean? It's
I
not-
also think as well is like even what I was saying about like even in our group chats, like guys are there like I'm comfortable to be vulnerable with you, man. So say if I got my heart broken tomorrow, I'm comfortable to be heartbroken with you, man, and express myself. But men still aren't very good at helping with the healing process in terms of like women will get together. Like, do you know what I mean? If I'm going through it, I will jump in the group chat and be like, fellas, I'll be honest with you, like, don't cuss me, but like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't eat, I can't sleep, like all of this. You man will all give me great advice, but no one's going to be like, man, let's book a spa.
we need us time.
Fam, we need a seaweed wrap and we need us time, and we really need to buckle down, get some steam, exfoliate. And really get down to the main issue. We need a salt scrub and a chit chat. Prosecco on deck. You know what I mean?
Come back rejuvenated.
We'll come back rejuvenated. You don't need that, bitch. None of you man are gonna do that for man, innit? That's what I really need.
I ain't got the time for that.
No one's got time and energy for that.
Yeah.
But Yats will do the whole 9 yards. They'll be like, let's heal this woman. She's been through it. Let's heal her.
I guess that's the difference.
So,
but
yeah,
again,
that's
that could also be our. Obviously, like you said, if you were heartbroken and you came to us in a group chat, that could also be our masculinity playing a part of it.
I think it is though, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think to a degree, guys can only help so much.
Yeah.
Because even then, like real talk.
Yeah.
Even if I thought someone shouting in the group like, "Yo, big man thing, let's get a salt scrub, G. Let's have a mud bath. Let's hash it out." I would be like, yes. But no one's gonna say that. Even if they thought it, they'd be like, people are just gonna see this as a joke. Like if I put that in there, I can see Jay putting it in there as a joke.
Yeah, and everyone just laughing.
And everyone just laughing.
just carrying on.
And then we're just carrying on.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, but I am serious though. And we'll laugh again and move on. And I'll be thinking, that sounds fantastic. That sounds magnificent. But I can't say that.
I already know I say big man, I'm not putting mud on my face. I already know I'm
you'll
gonna
be
say
in there like, big man, I'm not putting fucking mud on my face.
I already know I'm gonna say something stupid like that.
Yeah. We can go to a strip club, but I'm not doing this.
The host can heal you.
Fam, that's what man would say is like, oh, you just need to smash, fam. You need to bang 6 yats tonight, and it's on. And you're like,
That's not what I need to
it's
hear.
gonna make me feel empty. I'll cry after that. So yeah, I feel like women are just willing to put more. It's not that they're willing, because I know like my fellas would do anything. Like you man would do anything to make one of us feel better, but it's just not something that. It's not that you man wouldn't be willing to do it. It's just not something that
Would come up.
It's just never ever going to come up. Whereas women are like more keen to be like, they understand that this is what this person needs to actually feel better. Which is why after a bad breakup and both people are struggling, the woman is, give it 2 weeks, she's blessed. The guy fronts like for the first 2 weeks like he's blessed, and then after that he's suffering for months.
I've been there.
Suffering
Everyone's
for months.
been there. I think every guy's been there.
Being alone sucks. And when you actually feel alone, not being not being by yourself. I feel there's a difference by being by yourself and being alone are two different things.
Of course.
Feeling alone is awful. awful. It is fucking horrible.
It's not a great feeling, man. I remember one time I was dating someone, and unbeknownst, she broke up with me. You know of this person.
Yes, I know who you're on about.
And then, obviously, like I said, unbeknownst, I wasn't expecting it. Blah blah blah. We were, in my eyes, we were cool. Blah blah blah. But the places you were both in at the time, just like our paths weren't meshing, so we had different directions in life at that time. So obviously she locked it off. Well, not obviously, but she locked it off. And again, like I said, I didn't know it was gonna happen. I was like, shit, there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not like I knew it was coming, so I could prep for it.
Yeah. You just thought it was Wednesday.
I just thought it was midweek. I thought it was hump day. She was like, yeah, roll through, grab a drink, and blah blah blah. Boom. And I was like, cool, I have to deal with this. Because it wasn't a case of the fact that okay, how do I explain this? So we were dating at a point where it wasn't even, I wasn't even sure it was going to go down this direction. We were dating because I fancied her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
I fancied her, that's why we dated.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the longevity of it. I was just rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
And it seemed like she was as well. So the more we roll with the punches, the tighter we got. It was just fine as it was. And then unbeknownst, like I said, hump day, locked off. And then she's apparently there were times where I was just at home, and then Bella could just see it on my face that I was just like, fuck. Because when something hits you so quick,
you're in shock. You haven't got time. You haven't got time to feel anything.
Time to process it.
Yeah.
I haven't got time to process it. Obviously, when we talk about it now, we laugh because she says there are times when she came home, she sees me just lying there, puppy dog eyes. She was like, I'm just on the sofa. She's like,
nah, fam.
Obviously, I don't know that I'm doing that, but that's just my natural body trying to express itself.
I couldn't be better seeing you like that, fam.
You'd be.
I'll message her. I'll tell her it's on site. See what you did to my boy? It's on site. Nah. Fam, I remember where I was when you texted me and said she locked it. I was walking to my car, finished work, walking to my car, phone vibrates, saw the thing. I was vexed.
Because on the day I knew she was going to break up with me, because I told you, right? I had a feeling on that day.
I think you told me.
I was like, I have a feeling she's going to lock it.
I think you did tell
me. I have a feeling she's going to lock it.
Yeah,
but the day before that, we were hunky-dory. So that's what's annoying.
Yeah. Fam.
I could just tell.
Literally on site. I get so angry when women disrespect you. And when they hurt you, it drives me up the wall. It's on site. You can't do that to my man. You can't do that to my boy, fam. Like, you can't do that.
That's hilarious.
My man's is out here upset. For what? When he thought you man were hunky-dory. And you man were just giggling and lipsing. Nah, rolling with the punches, having a jolly good time, and then you locked it.
Good old time, fam.
Because you want to pursue your own ventures. Nah, not my boy. No, not today. It's on site.
That's hilarious, man.
Fam, I get more. I never get angry about shit that happens to me. But when it happens to other people, I'm fucking
fam,
livid.
The stories you've told me, obviously a lot of this stuff I can't say on here, but the stories you told me, fam. Oh my
People
God.
are mean to me. People are mean to me.
You've been through it. In the last decade, you've been through it.
Oh, I've met malicious people in the last decade.
I don't know how you're alive. I don't know how you're alive today. I would have topped myself. There's some things you go through that you've told me. I'm thinking, how are you this evil? How are they that evil? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how have you survived this? Because there are days where I just can't take it.
Fam?
If it was me, I couldn't take it. I honestly couldn't take it.
Oh, fam. Oh, it's hilarious.
That's exactly what you say. Certain things that don't hurt me as much. Well, it clearly did at the time, but I didn't know. But when it happens to you or it happens to my close boys, I'm like, damn. Like, why? He doesn't deserve. He's a nice guy.
Fam.
He's a nice guy.
I try to be a nice guy.
Oh, so do I.
But it is what it is, man. It's
game's game, man.
It's one of them things I said, one day I'm going to write a book. One day I'll write a book. It'll be a New York Times bestseller. Because I've been through it, boy.
The autobiography of. To be fair, you did say that. You did say that, like, one of the first episodes, to be fair. Wow.
But yeah, it's like... But it makes you a better person, though.
Oh, of course.
When you deal with people who are intentionally trying to be horrible, it's just like, I'm not going to say I'm perfect. Like, I've done things that to fuck people over, but I've never intentionally done something to hurt someone's feelings on purpose. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, I know what you mean, but I'm trying to think whether I have or haven't done it. I like to say I don't think I have.
Yeah,
because I'm not a malicious person like that.
Yeah, neither am I. But there's certain things that people will do to literally just fuck you over.
To be fair, I'm sticking with it because I don't think I've, because everyone, I don't know if I've said on here, but you guys know I'm a consequential thinker.
Yeah.
So I always plan out my actions before.
Yeah, and I need to make sure everyone likes me. I'm TJ. I need to make sure everyone likes me. So I would never do anything on purpose.
If you don't get that reference, by the way.
Oh yeah, recess. You need to do
recess.
if you don't know your recess knowledge like that, that's your own business.
That's literally your problem.
But yeah, I've got a fan request. Before we go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I've got a fan request. Let's track it down. Yeah. Cool. This one, I apologize to the Don who sent it. He sent it fucking ages ago. October, end of October, he sent it.
It's January, fam.
I'm aware of what.
To be fair, there's quite a few in a stockpile we need to go through. There's quite a few in a stockpile. So guys, bear with us. Like, I know you guys send us stuff day in, day out, whatever. We've got loads, and
we've got loads, and we're gonna start proofreading them as well. Only the creme de la creme will make it through.
Yeah, because some
of it is whack. Some of it's whack, and at the end of the day, this is entertainment.
I know some of it's whack, and also some of the grammar. Like, I can't keep reading. Obviously, we read what you guys write.
Yeah, we read it out loud, and then people send for us in the comments,
like,
because we can't read it right.
Big man, it's you, man. It's you, man, that are writing the thing. But anyway,
right. This one's actually short and sweet.
Perfect.
Cool. So, fan request, big fan. The last time me and my mates got together for a little party with just the boys, one of them is bisexual, and long story short,
one of the guys is bisexual.
One of the guys is bisexual. So, group of boys got together. One of them's bisexual. Long story short, he ended up sucking off one of our other mates who we thought was straight. I caught a glimpse of it, unfortunately. Drinks were involved, and the rest of the night was real uncomfortable. Nobody has spoken about it since. How do I talk to him about this?
That is juicy.
Saucy.
Also, I don't think I've ever met a male bisexual in my entire life.
Maybe you have.
Maybe I have, obviously. Maybe I have, but no one that I actually...
Hey, maybe you have. I'm such an idiot. Sorry.
Hey.
Hey.
Maybe I have.
Maybe you have.
Look at me.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah, give me the recap. Sorry.
Recap thing.
I went on a tangent.
Man, they're all a group of guys. Mm-hmm. They hang out. One of them is bi. Everyone knows he's bi. It's all good. Mm-hmm. We're all chilling. There's drinks involved, and then I'm walking to. So it's all the fellas. One of us is bi. We're all at a house party, drinking, having a good time. I go to use the toilet. As I'm walking down the hallway, I looking through one of the bedrooms. I'm not going to put you in it. I was going to put you in it. You know I was. I saw your face. I'm not going to put you in it.
He's got a few hands getting sucked off.
He's getting his skin sucked off him. Right. So anyway, I walk past and the bi brethren is sucking off a brethren that I thought was straight as an arrow.
And they're all in the same group.
They're all in the same friendship group.
Wow.
But only I saw it. And I don't go run my mouth. But only I saw it. And he's getting sucked off. And I walk past, cover my mouth, and just
scurry off.
And then he look,
what was that? Imagine getting sucked off.
And he grabs his head like, stop. I heard something. Grabs his head and stop.
I heard something.
And man says, nah, what? What did you hear?
That thing, yeah? That mouth wipe?
Oh, God.
It's the funniest thing.
Man said, how do I talk to him about this?
Oh, that's sticky. Okay.
Oh, God. Very sticky.
My initial gut instinct was to not say anything at all. If I'm the guy that sent this thing, is to not say anything at all. Purely because, obviously, the bi brethren is obviously bi and he's happy to be bi. Like, he's open, he's whatever. He's got no issues, whatever. Whereas... So wait, the bi guy did the sucking, right?
Yeah, he
got sucked off.
Yeah, no, the bi guy was sucking.
Okay, so the guy that got sucked off by the bisexual friend is also, I'm assuming, bi-curious.
Clearly.
He's clearly bi-curious.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's your place to announce anything. It's obviously you've seen it, but that's just because you were at the
to see it.
You happen to see it. You were at the right place at the right time, kind of thing.
It's no one's
Or right place
business
wrong
at the
time.
end of the day. Do you know what I mean?
It's no one's business but theirs. So whether it shouldn't be sticky for you. More time, it's 10 times stickier for him. Obviously, he's bi-curious and he doesn't know what to do and blah blah blah. But he tested the waters, got sucked off, and he clearly
Maybe
enjoyed
he liked
it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's my personal advice is not your place to. Because who does he want to speak to? Does he want to speak to the bi brethren or does he want to speak to?
He don't want to speak to the bi brethren.
He wants to speak to the my man.
This is the bi brethren's area of expertise. This is what he does.
Okay. Ugh, man. I don't think it's your place. But that's my gut instinct.
My gut instinct is also, as hearing you say that, I'm thinking, in my head, it's like, would you feel the need to talk to him about it if there was a girl in there sucking him off?
There we go.
If not, then you have no reason that he should have to tell you about this one.
That's
because,
a very good point.
His sexuality is his own deal, bruv. Like, it's none of, he doesn't owe you shit. Because just because you thought he was straight and he gives off the impression he's straight, and maybe he said he's straight, that doesn't give you the right to need to know answers as to why he's getting sucked off by a guy. It's none of your business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So I would say, to be honest, bro, for the sake of your relationship with this Don, if it doesn't bother you, then just leave it. And if it does bother you, especially leave it. It's none of your it's literally none of your business at the end of the day. But God, that's juicy. God, that's juicy. If that happened in our friendship group, I will gasp.
Fam? You already know me.
Yeah.
I would be if I was the one that walked down to the toilet. I peeped in. I saw, fam. Everyone's hearing me. Because I wouldn't be able to control it.
Fam, I would hear you from. Oh my God! I hear that upstairs. I'm clinking downstairs, and all I hear is, "Oh my God!"
It's just the sheer shock of it. One of our boys
getting sucked off by another one of our boys.
Nah, man.
Nah.
It's not even a nah, man. It's just the sheer shock of it. The sheer shock of it.
I would laugh my head off.
Fam?
I would laugh my head off. I'll bust through the bedroom. What's going on? To see one man getting neck off another brethren, I would howl. Say, you dirty buggers. What are you doing in here?
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
That's also juicy.
But that's sticky, But I can see why, obviously, don't feel bad in terms of just because we've said it's none of your business. Don't feel bad because 100% I can see where your head's at. You'll be thinking, what the fuck is... Obviously, your mind is doing backflips.
Yeah, torn. Absolutely torn.
But for the sake of it, like, sometimes you can only get the best advice from someone who's not emotionally invested in the situation.
Very true. Third person perspective.
Third person perspective is sometimes the best because when you're emotionally invested in something, you can't think logically.
Yeah.
You think like, nah, he has to tell me what I want.
Of course.
Or I have to confront him, or I can't keep this to myself, or all this stuff. Like, once you take a deep breath and just take yourself out of the situation, just think, you know what, regardless if I thought he was straight or anything like that, like, it's his business.
Yes.
And what good, me grilling him, what good is it going to do?
Yeah. It's just going to make him more of a recluse. He's probably going to leave the friendship group.
You're going to force him to put a title on what he is.
Yeah.
You're going to force him to say, okay, then, well, you're right. I am straight, or I'm not straight, or I'm bi, or I'm this. Like, don't force him into a lane. Like, you confronting him about this is going to make him have to look at himself in a way that maybe he doesn't want to look at himself. Maybe he's just happy. Maybe one day he just woke up and fancied getting sucked off by a guy just to see what won. And that doesn't mean that he has to now be called a bi or whatever. Like, it's just leave him to do his thing, innit?
Damn.
But yeah, that's juicy in a friendship group. I almost want to see that just because it's so... The gossip will fly off. I'd have to tell you, if I saw it from two other brethren, I'll sprint to tell you. And I'll say, sit down. Fam, I have to tell you what I just saw. Nah.
If I'm
have to tell you.
You'd have to drag me away.
Fam, I'll turn to leave.
I'll be fuming.
Fam, get your heels and your titties and get out. I've got to talk to my brethren for a second.
Oh, I'd be so angry up until you tell me the gossip.
Fam, I know you would. You'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? I'd be so angry.
Fam, you know that time I slapped you?
Have I said it on air?
Yeah, you have.
Fuming.
I know you were. That's what I'd have to do with that night. If you were like, James, what the fuck? I would quickly just like, not a follow through, but just a tap. Like, sharp. Sharp. You have to hear me out. Stop talking. We haven't got much time.
Because they've heard me.
They've heard me, and I've sprinted downstairs. I sprinted downstairs. We haven't got much time.
Hear me out.
I saw such and such sucking off such and such.
I'll be like, you're
You're
telling
a liar.
a fucking lie.
Fam? Oh my God.
That would be hilarious.
I'll say, trust me, when Tom gets downstairs, his lips are going to be swollen. That's your evidence.
Oh.
They're going to be red and swollen.
Oh my God. I didn't need that vision.
Sorry, G. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Swollen, you know. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
that's funny.
Jesus, that is funny. I've got a scenario.
Go on.
Okay. Let's say, fucking hell, I took my breath away. You work a 9 to 5, but you work in a cemetery,
Oh God.
and they offer you. So you work a 9 to 5, you work in a cemetery, and you have to work over like a Halloween weekend kind of thing, but they offer you $1,000 an hour. But what you have to do is you have to dig graves and then fill them up. That's all you have to do. All you have to do throughout that whole weekend is dig up graves, fill them up, dig up graves, fill them up. But there's murmurs going around. Murmurs that man them just get juked in that cemetery. Juked and filled. Juked and dashed into the cemetery thing. Into the fucking burial. What are you doing? Are you gonna take it?
$1,000 an hour.
$1,000 an hour, and you have to do 2 nights. So 5 to 9, 5 to 9. So it's an overnight thing. So 5 p.m. to 9 a.m., 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. on a weekend.
Oh. So, what's 5 to 9? So that's 12.
So that's 8 hours.
5
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's
overnight.
not. No, it's not. Overnight, 5 times 12, that's
It's like 15 hours.
17.
14, no, 17 hours. So 12 hours.
yeah.
plus
17 to
the-
34. So 34 times, what's 34 grand?
So after this weekend, I'll come out at 34k. But I have to risk manner getting shanked. How strong are these murmurs, fam?
Oh, they're strong. You knew about the members before you took the job. Or
And
if you
have
take
to,
the job.
I've got to meet my quota.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
can't
right.
just hide in the warehouse
No,
and
you
just
have
look
to
out.
work, fam. You have to work. They say you have to hit this quota by this time today, and the same again tomorrow before you get your 34 bags.
Jesus Christ, that's intense.
34 bags. But there's murmurs, fam. There's murmurs that there's a serial man on loose that he just loves to hang around
Stab
cemeteries.
people up.
He loves to hang around cemeteries during Halloween because that's where all the fun's at.
Jesus.
That's where all the fun's at.
And he stabs man, puts them in the grave that they've been digging and covers
And
them
then
up
covers
and
them
dips.
up. Dips.
Jesus.
And then when you're digging, now you're doing your job. Let's say you've taken the job, you're doing your job normally. But you've heard the murmurs and you're digging one grave. All of a sudden you hear a thud. Whereas because there's no what's the word? There's no coffin there because you're digging up the fucking thing to make for the space. But you're hearing a thud like poof. You're like, what the fuck's that? And then you know when you scrape it like that with a shovel so you can try and see what you're looking for. All you see is like one arm.
I'm not taking the 34k. No, I'm not taking. I'll tell you why. Because I will never hit my quota. Because I'll do 2 scoops and I will just look and if I heard a rabbit go past, I'm swinging my eyes will be closed and I'm swinging
the
my
shovel.
I will scream and swing. But I'm not hitting my quota. I won't get anything done. Don't even come back. I have bags under my eyes. I'll be petrified.
You'll be taking monsters for bants to
Fam,
keep up.
I'm not hitting my quota. 100%.
That's hilarious.
Any little shuffle, I'll be petrified. Petrified. Oh, but 34 bags for a weekend is money. That solves everything.
Everything. I've got another question for you after.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it.
Okay.
It's just like, it's too risky.
Yeah.
And 100% I'm not meeting my quota. And that's just 2 nights of start. If I made it through the first night, I'll be shaking to get to the second night.
Okay. Let's say if you do the first night successfully, they give you 5. But if you do the second night, you
That's
get
30-40.
You get 50.
So they
But
run
it's
me 5. And
Same rules apply. He could come on the Saturday, he could come on the Sunday, but he's coming.
Oh, okay. So he's coming.
Donny's
It's
about.
not even murmurs
It's not
anymore.
a mur-
He's doing it.
You've seen it on the news. Like
He's about.
He's about. No one knows what he is.
And my graveyard's the only one he hasn't hit.
He's in the area. He's in the area code. He's in the +44. He's about.
Jesus. So it's 5 to make it
Five
through
bags.
the first night.
5 bags on a Saturday. You get 50 bags on a Sunday if you complete it, or Monday morning.
By Monday morning, if I'm still alive, I get 50k.
Yeah, 50 bags.
Oh God.
But if you do Saturday, you have to do Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pointless then. There's no point even getting the 5. If I have to do Sunday, then there's no point doing the 5.
True.
But still, 50 is healthy. Is my life worth 50 bags?
Yeah, but you might not die though.
That's the thing. I could take him out, innit?
You could take him out. No one knows what he looks like.
I'll threaten him. If I saw him from a distance, I'll scream and threaten him.
All right, okay, but bet.
Would I do it or not? Let me think for 1 second. Would I do it or not? 50 bags, digging graves. 50 bags at the end of it. I think I'll do it. 50 bags is a lot. Tax free?
Oh yeah, cash.
Cash.
Pinkies, £50 notes.
I'll do it.
Okay, boom. Let's say you do it now. You said you do it. So on the last day, on the Sunday, like let's say it's midnight. You're digging. You hear a little rustle in the background, like, something scurry. Obviously, you do your look back thing. You do your look back thing, and you're like, okay, no one's about. Continue digging. Hear another one. You're like, this. I can see it now. Obviously, because you're digging the grave. You're in the grave, innit? Digging it up. And then you just look. You see your head.
Bro, you see me woke up like that. Like a meerkat.
I can see it now. Your head peeps up. And he's just looking around. It's sweeting me. I can see it. So yeah.
Oh.
Scurry around. You hear third one. You're like, fuck this. You get out the grave and you scream, who's there? Nothing. No answer. So all you hear is like the whistle of the wind, everything. You can hear kids like on the streets. Halloween, blah, blah, blah. Cool. And you're like, okay, fuck it. No one's here. I'm terrified. You go back into the grave. You do your last couple of things. But you hear like, you know when you're in the woods and you step on a little twig thing, you hear it snap.
Yeah.
All right, someone's definitely here. You hop back out again now. If anyone's here, make it known, or else. And then obviously let's say you're facing this way, and then you just hear someone dart behind you, like just
past me.
Just past you.
My knees will buckle. I'll fall on the floor.
You just hear someone dart, and you look back like no one's there. You look back again, no one's there.
Nah. I'll try. Fam, if I look back, if he's definitely just passed past me, and I look back, I'll drop on my knees and I'll scream. I'll say, please stop.
This
Halloween killer.
Funniest thing.
Stop.
Halloween killer.
I'll be like, big man, let's work something out. I'm getting 50 bags at the end of this year. If you let me run these graves, please. I'll be sobbing. I'll have snot and everything. And I'll just be like, please, I have a family. I've got people that need feeding.
You've got the shovel in your hand. And you're like, fuck it, you're amped up. You hear another one, you just swing your shovel. You make a connection. Poof. You don't know what you've hit. You're like, okay. But you've hit it in a way that you can't see what you've hit.
So I just
You just swing it, bang, you hear a loud thud. You've made a connection and you hear something drop.
I'm running. I wouldn't check. I'll run. I'm not checking who or what it is.
Next morning, you wake up, you find out it was your brother trying to come and save you because he's heard about the thing.
Of course it is.
He's heard about the Halloween killer, as you call it.
Yeah. And he's dead.
He's a murderer.
For 50 bags. Why is this a thing? What do you want me to say?
What do you do?
What do you mean, what do I do?
What do you do?
I'm running.
Where?
Mexico, somewhere. I'm starting again. I've killed my brother. I can't look my mum in the eye. I'm starting again.
Bearing in mind, you don't have the 50 bags because you ran away.
I've got nothing. I've got my own account.
Yeah.
I won't even make it to Mexico. Fuck. I'll go to the Republic of Ireland, fam. I don't know where I'll go. Isle of Wight, somewhere.
I haven't been to Isle of Wight in decades.
I've never been to the Isle of Wight. Why have you been to the Isle of Wight?
We used to go when we were kids. Like, I think we've been like 2 or 3 times. I don't know why. I think it was like back then, it was like a destination kind of thing.
Oh.
I think it's similar to... What's that thing called? Center Parks. They've got like a Center Parks theme in Isle of Wight. I believe.
Gang.
I believe. Because
That's
I
cool.
remember going there.
Fam, I don't know what I'll do. Like, I've killed my brother. I've killed my brother. I thought it was the Halloween killer. I haven't got my 50 bags. I'm out of a job because I dipped mid-shift.
Mid-shift.
There's a warrant out, probably a warrant out for my arrest.
Oh, there's an APB for sure. Actually, no. It might not be for your arrest because the only other... Oh, wait, they may suspect you, but they've got no proof, yes. There is no proof. You've taken the shovel with you.
To be fair, I'll probably turn myself in. I'm lazy, fam. I'll pack my bags in a hurry and I'll be like, where am I going to go? And then I'll just be like, what am I doing, fam? I'm too tired to be spending the rest of my life on the run. Let me just go pen and see how it goes.
Let me firm it.
See how it goes. Let's affiliate with someone inside.
Yeah.
Just get a nice little life for myself in there. You never know. Some people get accustomed to
Four walls.
Incarceration.
I'm pretty sure they do, G.
Fam, visit me, please. Visit me.
You'll be sectioned.
Fam?
You'll be sectioned. I don't think they'll allow visitors, bruv.
You've
just spaded your brother.
True. I'd have to tell these man I'm nuts. These men will have to think I'm nuts in there.
You'd have to go in like
I have to go
mad,
crazy.
Moving mad,
Tourette's. And then just these men will be like, what are you in for, fam? I'm just like, bruv, my brother just said two thing, you know what, yeah? And just going in there, you know what, yeah? Sometimes when man says something to me, I just snap. I don't even know what. I blacked out, cuz. I don't even know. Next thing I knew, my brother was dead on the floor, cuz. Hated that nigga anyway. And they were like, swear down. And I was like, yeah. Minor things. And then I'll be shaking in bed. Only my bunkmate will know what's going on.
He would only him is gonna know the real truth.
He would just hear me panting in the night.
Imagine at like 1 a.m. you just hear your cell door open. You just hear it unlock and it just boop. Because everyone knows the truth.
Everyone knows the truth.
Everyone knows the truth. Everyone knows about this Halloween murderer.
I'll free my anus up.
Oh my god.
I have to. My anus on my life.
I'm slitting my throat. I'm slitting my throat.
It's my anus on my life.
It's my life then, isn't it? Because I'm slitting it. I'm slitting my own throat. Slitting my own throat.
Fam. I don't do well in confrontation like that. Like, I don't know.
God.
I'll question them. I say, what the fuck do you man want?
Yeah.
Like, what actually is it? To be fair, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'll have to teach these man skills. I have to bring that to the table.
Yeah, to make sure you're valuable.
Yeah. Like, any man never been interested in jiu-jitsu?
I got that.
Yeah, fam. I've got origami. Nah. The syllabus here, fam. The syllabus here isn't great. Your cell could do with a bit of a spruce.
I can hook you man
Fam,
out.
I can sort you man out. I'll do anything.
And one of them is like, I bet you will.
I bet you will.
Spread them.
You can. That's the thing. Thing is, I say I'll free up my anus. I couldn't. Because if he says turn around and bend over, I really couldn't.
I'll turn around and slit my throat.
On what? What are you slitting it on?
I have to find something. I have to manifest something or makeshift something that night. Because I know I'm not surviving that week. I already know that. People that watch this and know me know I can't handle those kind of situations.
No, you can't. You're crack. You're at, yeah.
I'm not going to jail. And I'm not going to hell either.
Fam?
Slitting my throat.
I beg this, man. Do you want to start a pod? Anything?
Please.
Fam, please. Something. Please.
Tell me what it is you want. Nothing oral and nothing penetrative.
I don't want anything in my mouth or my ass.
And I'll do
Apart
it.
from that, we're good.
I can do it for you.
We're good.
Would you toss him off?
Yeah, rags. If man said wank me off and you survive.
Handy J and he has to nut in your mouth.
Why is my mouth involved?
He's not penetrating your mouth.
But I just have to like spray it in my
Tongue
mouth.
out.
No. That's too much.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
That's humiliating.
Of course it is.
I can never live that down.
Handy J.
Yeah.
But he also has to tap the dick on you have to tap his dick on your cheek. Twice.
I'll do that. Twice. I'll do that. I was staring in his face. Like,
are you really making me do this?
Are you for real, cuz? Are you even enjoying this? fuck's sake.
Oh, the forehead one.
Man! And I'll just... It's done, yeah?
Cool, bet.
I'll wipe my hand on his shirt and let me go sleep, man.
Oh, these abs, he's gonna be topless. He just
Topless and sweating. Fuck.
he just wipes the sweat.
He has to
out.
promise me it's a one-time deal. Because he
no.
can't come knocking tomorrow.
Oh, he will.
If he
He-
comes knocking tomorrow, it's beef.
But he does what he wants. He owns the prison. What are you
He's
on
the
about?
main don.
He's the main don. This is day one for you.
I'll have to scrap him.
Okay. See
I'll
how
have to scrap him. I'll have to scrap him in public.
So the alpha male.
So these man respect me at least.
Even if you get Tom's,
I'll be like, bro, fam, lunchtime tomorrow, yeah? Me, you,
just me and
in
you.
the cafeteria. Scrap.
Fam, I will grab the tray and knock his head. I wouldn't even wait for a circle to
Fam?
form. I would grab a tray and spike it on his head.
I will have to square up.
All right, he'd have to die. One of us is dying that day. 'cause he
Yeah,
couldn't have it.
I would say, fam, listen, yeah? You're top done. I'm not touching your penis again. Let's just get that straight.
It's a one-time
Lunchtime
deal.
tomorrow, cafeteria, 1 p.m. No weapons, no brethrens. If you're really about it, scrap me. Scrap me. If I lose, I will toss you off every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. From then.
For the rest of my tenure.
Yeah. For the rest of my tenure in this fucking shithole, I should have gone to the Isle of Wight. Oh, I'd never have to deal with this in the Isle of Wight. Oh, this is a whole hassle.
Oh, my
I'll
God.
have to square up, fam. I will figure a way how to beat him. I'd have to.
Oh, yeah, Rags.
Because I'm not losing. And when I beat him, then I'm the don. A man will be wanking me off.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rags. Rags, I need mine too.
That's the prize.
That's what we're fighting for. Man said, yeah.
Nah.
That's hilarious.
Fam,
That's
whole thing
hilarious.
sounds stressful. The whole thing sounds stressful. Like, the worse the story was getting, I think I would have been done better on the run.
Yeah, you
This
probably
is all
would have.
long, fam. The hierarchy in pen is just not for me. I just want to chill. I just want to eat baked beans and chill.
Oh.
I'm tired of this.
The baked beans was so gash as well when he behinds.
Why is there always this thing in pen? Why can't everyone just be about their own thing? Why can't we just laugh?
Fam?
Let's just
Everyone
have a
wants to be
laugh.
alpha.
Everyone wants to be top.
scraps.
I don't want to be top done.
I just want to chill.
I just want to
I
giggle.
want to do my
fam.
time and dip. That's what I'm here for.
I'll just need a spotter in the gym. Read some books.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Organize the library maybe, and that's it.
Yeah, but maybe get a quick part-time gig.
Extracurricular.
A few 50p in my thing. I don't know, man. Just chat with the man, innit?
Man, them just want to be alpha everywhere.
They just want to be alpha. There's always a fight with them, innit?
always
It's
be.
always a fight with these, man. I don't want to fight all the time, bruv. I don't want to fight all the time.
Oh, you're the funniest kid. That was funny.
But yeah, am I the asshole?
Yes, am I the arsehole? Oh, Jesus.
Cool. Let me find one. Who have we got today?
Fucking hell. That was funny. Oh, I got one.
Have you? Gang? Okay.
Man said, all right, bro, am I the arsehole? I need some advice. Was having sex with this girl, in brackets, first time, and right at the start, the condom ripped. She told me, just forget about it. So I ditched the condom. I told her I was about to bust and tried to pull out, but she was on top and just forced it, if you get me. Fuck.
He sent this to me personally as well. Fuck. I messaged him back.
Next morning, she turns around and asks to go halves on the morning after pill. Am I the arsehole for not wanting to go halves, considering that I had no choice in bussing? Lot of love, bro. The podcast is class. Much appreciated. So recap. Had sex with a girl first time. The condom popped. She said, forget about it. She sat on it, rode him. He said, I'm about to nut. She said, I don't give a fuck, and continue to fucking straddle him. Absolutely straddle him. Bust deep in her. And she's like, oh, you need to go halves on this pill or you're having this ute. What are we saying?
I told him straight, you're the arsehole, G. I said, as soon as you yank that thing off and went raw, I don't care who's on top.
Yeah.
I don't care who's on top. As soon as she said forget about it, and you just licked your lips and said yes. Dived in. Just your beef from now. Because the way I said it to him is just like, big man, like, even if you managed to pull out, she still could have turned around and said, I want to get the morning after pill. Are you trying to
Just
go
in
halves?
case, yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Are you trying to go halves? Like, and then you'd have no choice. Then you'd have to be like, yeah, because then you definitely are the asshole. If you're roaring anyone, bruv,
Yeah.
and they want to get more than after pill and they want you to go halves, then you have to do it. Like, I don't understand the beef here. Like, I want to make sure she took it. I want to make sure she took it. You're playing risky. You've not had any scares. I'll pay for the whole thing.
Thanks.
And the accompaniment bottle of water.
Hey, sip that, babe. Sip that.
Yep. 2 more glugs. Make sure
it swims
Yeah,
down
if
your
I would
throat.
get the little dentist mirror in her mouth and just want to check, make sure it all went
Oh
in.
my days. Yeah, that's an easy one, but I can understand in the moment.
I can understand your frustration in the moment.
In the moment, like any girl that tells me don't worry about the condom, just take it off. That's one of the sexiest things you can hear. As dangerous as it is, it makes my blood boil. My tool can never be so hard when you just like, I just yank. Like putting on a condom makes me flaccid as it is. Do you know what I mean?
It's awful.
So as soon as she said, just yank it off and just fuck me, I'm straight back up. I'm straight back up. And I'm fucking her.
Oh yeah.
If she's on, obviously we've spoken about
The
this before.
excitement like doubles down because like you're excited. Then she says, put the condom on.
It's like,
And then she's like, take it off. Bang. It's like if you were like, if for Christmas, if like you got a present and it was a PS5 box and you opened it and there's no PS5 in there, but then there's another present inside and you open that and it's an actual PS5. You're losing, you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
That's exactly how the condom
Oh
thing is.
my days, bro.
I don't think I've ever had a yak tell me to take a condom off.
I have, but I didn't come inside her. I have, yeah.
Only thing I've had is like I've banged the girl round 1 with a Johnny. Then we went round 2 without.
I've done that.
Round 2 banged.
It always will.
Round 2 banged. But yeah, Owen's kind of plain and simple, really, bro. It's like I can understand, but it's like it's a really petty thing to be. It's a really petty thing to actually. I can understand in your head if you're thinking, "Right, she actually." I can understand, like in the moment where you're thinking in your head, "Oh, she actually wants me to go half with her." When you're the one who told me, when I told you to get off and you said no,
yeah.
I can understand in your head why that's a little bit frustrating. However, for you to actually verbalize and be like, "Nah, what you on about?" That's an asshole move. Regardless if you're justified in how you feel, it's still an asshole move to actually bring that up to someone in their face and say, I don't want to go halves.
Rags,
it's your fault. I nutted in you.
Obviously, I don't know where you guys smashed, but you always have to be prepared. You always have to have a backup. Like, one condom isn't enough. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's a trial and error thing and you're going to learn from that experience. So always carry more than one, or if you're at yard, have a pack at least, or wherever you had sex, obviously, I don't know. But yeah, you need to to be coming strapped, man, coming prepared.
It's true. And plus, if you really, 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 really wanted to pull out, you could have pulled out.
You could have pulled out.
If you really, really, desperately wanted to, you could have pulled out.
Yeah.
So
it's hard.
Oh, it's difficult.
It's probably top 2 one of the hardest things as a man to do, but it's doable.
Yeah, bro.
We've all done it before.
We have. I had to train myself. My pull-out game was weak.
Oh, mine
initially weak.
Fam? Oh, terrible at first, but
you get better.
You just get better. It's just trial and error. You just have to keep doing it.
The better I got, the more depressed I got as a person as well. The better I got, the more depressed I got.
The feeling of pulling out just before you nut is one of the worst feelings. It's the nut's just not the same.
Fam, especially when you're a good few strokes away as well. So say if you pull out like 3 strokes away, because you don't want to be the guy that pulls out at the last second.
Yeah.
I was that guy. It's just not worth it. It's just too much stress. So you pull out and then it's just the heated. You guys are in there, fucking it's in there. You're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And you pull out and you're just like,
you just have to nosh off.
And she's pretending like, come on.
She's doing all the dramatics.
She's doing all the most. And you're like, she's faking it. And you just say like, and then just comes out like, and it's all done. It's just like, what a waste of time.
Because if I pull out literally at the cusp of when I'm about to nut and you try and put your face there, I'm taking your eye out. Like the sheer force of the amount of nut I'm going to nut, it will take her eye out. It's a health hazard now. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
It's a health hazard.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
But yeah, just to double down on what James said, you are the arsehole for that specific moment. You could have either got another condom, you could have fucking pulled out. Or
initially, when she said forget about it, you could have been like, no.
Especially when you said it's the first time. So yeah, you'd be like, nah, I just want to use one. Why didn't she have one? Do you know what I mean? It's not uncommon for girls to have condoms either. So, but yeah, I hope that was the question.
Yeah. All right, guys.
See you, man.
Catch you in a bit.